me just see. Camera should work and sound should work. Let me just see. Okay, so yes, we are live. Great. Let me just have a look here on my Facebook page just to make sure that everything is working. And if you can see and hear me, then just send me a thumbs up. Okay, yes, great. I can see that there are some people coming in. Yes, I think it's a really, really interesting topic what I want to tackle today. So, yeah, more and more coming in. If you are listening here, just let me know where are you from, if you want to do your business plan on your own, and if you want to use AI. Oops, and you hear what? I forgot to switch off my phone. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so Pretoria. Okay, thanks very much, Moretli. Okay, so I have here one comment in there. Okay, so I'm just waiting, and definitely will come back then to you when you mentioned here where are you from, if you want to use AI to draft your own business plan, and then I just will give you a couple of tips and tricks. Sheila is from Midrand. That is great. Let me just maybe introduce myself. Tami, okay, lovely. My name is Dagmar Breiling-Murray. I'm the CEO here at Funding Connection. We assist entrepreneurs to raise capital. We do that by drafting business plans, doing the financial forecast, in some cases feasibility studies, and then in the second step also assist with the application process or capital raising, depends on the complexity. We are submitting on a weekly basis to all the different institutions. That means we know exactly what the financiers want. Some of these details they do not really share with everybody in the first step. I think that would overwhelm most people. So that's why there is a basic requirement, and they usually then come back later again and say, okay, now we want this. We are here to make sure that the application goes through quickly, that the financiers have the possibility to just tick all the boxes. Okay, they also work with checklists, and we also try to make it as easy as possible for them, because that means that the application process just is done quickly. Okay, usually our applications need, so government institutions say, I'm straightforward, 2 to 3 months. We say 3 to 4 months, so always depends sometimes if somebody is sick or they're stuck somewhere. But that is definitely a realistic process. We are, of course, there when the financiers are coming back to our clients and say we are missing this or this or this. What do we do? Usually, in most cases, we just say, okay, so either way, we send the documents again. Promise we send them. Most of our clients know this because we also copy them in the emails. And say, but we send that to them. I said, yeah, no worries, we just send it again. And in some cases, we also just copy then portion out of the business plan and say, here is the information you see here. Okay. So good. Let me just see, who do I have here? Anda from Empangeni, lovely Anda. Okay, Henry, Yeye. I'm sure that is correct pronounced here. Okay, so ChatGPT definitely revolutionized now how everybody is working. If you know about it, they started 1.5 years again in November, and definitely make life easier for all of us. If you know how to use it, ChatGPT is absolutely amazing, and for for formulating things. Research is a little bit of a challenge, okay? So ChatGPT says it only can access information older than 2 years, so you definitely can't use it for if you want to do some market research or something like this. The information is just too old. And the other problem with ChatGPT is it sometimes makes things up. Okay, so that is not good. It makes things up from sources, and it can't really filter if there is wrong information somewhere out on the internet. It just takes it for granted and thinks it is correct. So there are a couple of challenges if you want to use, let's say, easy ChatGPT to draft your own business plan. Yeah, be aware of this. You always need to check. It's not suitable definitely for market research. So, but for if you need a system or some help with giving it some information, prompting it with some information, and say, draft me an article or draft me a chapter or something like this. Definitely great to use this. Yeah. There are of course also lots of AI supported apps out there, and I tried them. I'm sure I didn't try everything, but whatever I could find, whatever I thought, that looks good or this looks good, I had a look at it, and how do I say that? Let me just think about it. The one time was definitely the last week. I just had a look at it because I wanted to prepare here for this session. And wow, they are asking you all the information. Okay, so if you know everything, that's not a problem. You definitely can use this systems, and they will guide you step by step through all the chapters. Let me tell you what we figured out here. When you are a client from us, you're getting a questionnaire. It's a basic questionnaire. Okay, so it is 1-2 pages. Okay, and most of the time it's just yes, no, location, name, so really basic information what we are asking, and of course your products, your services, your prices, and but lots of our clients are already struggling to fill that out. If you can't fill this out, the online AI systems to draft a business plan for you definitely will not be good enough. Yeah, but if you know your business, okay, and you're willing to put some effort into it, you have the time, it is a great opportunity for you to use some of them. You need to know what needs to be in a business plan. I had the same problem, like with all the templates everybody gives out and says, here, fill out that template, that is your business plan, and everything is fine. And I always go back. When I've done the first business plans, was still in German at that time, so was not a problem regarding language. What would have been when I started here in South Africa with English, but it was confusing for me. They wanted to have, for me it looked like the same thing again and again and again, and I didn't really understand. If you're an experienced entrepreneur, you're definitely able to use these things, but it's nothing you can do. I saw lots of these AIs offered now services, do that in 5 minutes. No. Okay, so if you think you can draft a business plan to raise a couple of million rands in 5 minutes, you can't. Yeah, it is not in depth enough what financiers really need. Keep in mind, there's also different business plans. Some are just for you to have a little bit of a strategy how you want to grow. and others are really for financiers and investors. You should think they should be similar. I personally think so, because having only a strategy without any numbers attached makes absolutely no sense. Yes? And this is something where I definitely highlight and say, have a look at it, see how you can get it done. Be a little bit careful with when using ChatGPT or some of these apps. The information they make, this thing may come up, maybe false. Okay. So I just want to warn you. Are we using here some of these systems? Of course. Are we always checking everything and confirming that it's correct? Yes, you need to do this. You know, you just can't say prompt ChatGPT and then just copy and paste it. It's not going to work. It really comes up with some crazy things. Okay, so, and you also need to know how to prompt ChatGPT, and also, of course, because all the systems out there, they all use ChatGPT in the background. And that means you always need to read through it, you always need to double check, and it takes a lot of time. You just can't copy and paste things or just think I put 5 minutes in there and it comes up with a business plan that makes any sense. So the things I tried the last couple of days definitely did not work. It was a little bit annoying. I personally think, should I say that? I personally think there is a free guide how to draft a business plan out there from us. Use this one, because this is proven that you are able to raise capital with it. Will there be, will there be a way where later on, if it is more informed, that AI will be able to draft business plans? Yes, I think so. At the moment, it still looks for me like there is too much information. What needs to go in there? The business model needs to be explained correctly to financiers. That's absolutely important. And this is where the AI is still a little bit struggling with. So if you know your business model really, really well, and then this is maybe a good opportunity for you. Maybe use, what I can say, maybe use Canvas first, okay, before you even start with any of these AI's supported business plan writing tools. Have a look, come up with your Canvas, okay, so I think it has 9 aspects of your business, and if you are clear about these 9 aspects, I'm quite confident that you can then use your AI systems and get a business plan out there. I haven't checked honestly the financial forecast systems, financial forecast they come out of it, but I'm sure you know, some of you know LifePlan. It's also a nice software that is already for a long time on the market. It also used, at the end of the day, artificial intelligence, but it was not promoted like this, to draft business plans, and they're also able to do a financial forecast. You just need to make sure that the financial forecast ticks the boxes for the financiers you want to apply for. Yeah? Okay, let me just have a look here. Lucian, yes, we can assist to raise the capital and apply. That means we are collecting all the documentation, compile it for you. We are filling out the forms. I know lots of people are afraid of it and a little bit overwhelmed. If I'm giving my husband any of the forms, he is after I think the second row, he says, I don't know this, you need to help me, you know. So I understand that some people give not the right, have not the patience to do this. And the biggest part of our task here is usually to make sure that the business plan, the financial forecast, and the documentations and the application forms are all consistent. Yeah. So South Africans like to be creative. You see me smile, and one thing what I definitely also like about being here in South Africa, but if it comes to applications, the creativity is definitely not really helping. Okay, so they have the applicant is company A, the tax certificate is from company C, and the annual financial statements is from company E. So this is not working. It of course all needs to be one thing. Kagiso, the one what I know for sure is the life plan. Yeah. So, and they can do the financial forecast, and that is acceptable as far as I remember. I haven't seen a life plan for a long time, but keep in mind, whenever I have some time, I'm always checking, is there anything what makes our life easier? And yeah, so that's why I created here everything, all the guides, all the financial forecast, everything is done by me, but I always have a look what apps, software we are able to use to also make our life easier, and of course also to make sure that we can offer competitive prices to you. Tommy, do you have other services like project development around AI-driven projects? So what I am doing, and something what I usually do not market, is if somebody comes to me and say I need to have a look at organizing my processes and Funding Connection, we are using lots of software, lots of AI to help my team. I'm always saying we are saving a minimum of 2 administrators, and I think minimum also 1 business plan writer here in our system, because we don't really need any meetings. Yeah, so everybody knows exactly at any given time what to do, and they have their task on one place and know exactly when it needs to be finished. And I'm sure you heard me before saying I set Funding Connection up as like a conveyor belt. Yeah, so there are different people doing different tasks, because that was one of my biggest challenge in the beginning. I'm sure you know that it started as a one-woman show until I felt comfortable to say, okay, so I can't grow further, I need some support. And so now, but I was also aware that whatever the, I don't know, 25, 30 years of expertise what's in here, I can't just explain that to one person all in one. Yeah, it's just not possible. It's really complex. And so I said, okay, but I can teach one person this, the other person how to do the financial forecast, the other person how to do research, the other person how to make sure that the business plan is according to the requirement of the financier. We have one person who is handling all the applications, and usually keep in mind, to be really taking over a position, people need half a year, in some cases a year, because it is quite complex. And it's not like everything goes, if everything goes straight and then you just need to do this. You need to teach people what happens if there is a challenge. That what takes so long. Yeah. So, and that is where I'm really good at. We have lots of checklists, lots of systems what we are using here. Tommy, just get in contact via our Facebook Messenger Or you can of course also go onto our website. Let me just put the website here, just do that. fundingconnection.co/contact. Okay, so there is definitely, you can get in contact, Tommy, and then just say, okay, Dagmar said she is able to assist me, please get, and Cherise then will set up a meeting with you, and then we just can discuss how, if I'm able to help you, and if yes, how I'm able to help you. Yeah, I'm always straightforward with people, so if this is not my expertise, I will tell you I'm not the right person, but maybe in this case I am. Okay, so there, like I said, you can use some Moodle. Okay, financial projections is a difficult task for lots of people. Okay, so also my business plan writers, that's why we separated this. Okay, so for me numbers is easy. I have absolutely no problem. I'm having a look at it and I see immediately where there is a challenge. Okay, so, and but writing something takes a little bit more of my brain power, and I need to concentrate definitely differently than doing financials. You have different options. Moodle, you can also ask us to do the financial projections only for you. That's also something what we offer. Absolutely not a problem. So again, just get in contact with us. They will ask you how much capital you need, because we have, you know, we have a 5-year and we have a 10-year financial projection, just to make sure that we are ticking the boxes of the financiers, because I am sure that you will need this to raise capital. Yeah, and we always pick you up where you are stuck. It makes no sense for us to reinvent the wheel. That's not what we do. Yeah. So yes, using AI is lots of fun, definitely for me. I love what it can do. It drives me mad when I'm sitting there for a full weekend and it's not working like I thought it is working. And that is not fun, but I'm learning a lot every time. And for me, this to figure things out is also a fun project for me. So, and I'm learning, and then I know, okay, this is possible, this is not possible. So I can always come back to my staff and say, okay, so let me know when you are at your capacity. There are some ways I am able to assist you. Cost us, I have no idea, $20 a month or something like this. That is 400 Rand. Let me know when you think this makes your life easier and it's worth 400 Rand, and then we do these things. Yeah. So that's why we always have a look at, I'm absolutely open also about prices and everything here with my staff, so that they also have a feel for it and say, okay, so now I think this makes sense, I'm really drowning here at the moment, or I need more help in any case because I'm really drowning here. Yeah. So AI will take away more and more jobs. I'm absolutely confident about this. We would be able already at the moment to systemize and automate definitely more of our tasks. Not so much the task of really drafting the business plan, not so much the task of communicating with our clients. You know, all these things you are expecting, if you're using us, you are expecting us also to be able to advise you. Yeah. So, and that is definitely something what will never ever be able, maybe not never ever, I'm not too sure, maybe AI will be able later on to really process information like this, you know. So but we all, you know, so if you are a human being and you are a client, you want to communicate with the human being, and not, because I'm not too sure, are you not also annoyed when you try to communicate with something and you get these automated answers? There are a couple of them where I think I like this. Okay, so we also use this on our website. If you're in chat and have some basic questions, you can click on it and you get some information out of it. But, so I think, what was it? Oh yes, I wanted to know something about our flights, and there was only AI answering, chatbot what was answering my questions, and we were in circle, in circle, in circle. So that was a little bit annoying, and you usually like to have communication with the human being. Lloyd, any specific sections of a business plan that AI is fully effective to cover? Um, you can give AI some information and tell it, then you need to prompt it, Lloyd. Always need to prompt it, and the trick is how to prompt it. And prompt means what information do you give AI? Yeah. And they usually also say you should then ask ChatGPT, okay, this is what I want to do, please ask me a couple of questions. Then it asks you a couple of questions you need to answer, and the information it sends is still not relevant at all, we use it. The most time when we are using it is definitely to rephrase things. That is definitely easy for me. That is something what I'm in most cases satisfied with the information. So fully effective to cover, no, I don't think so. So there's always the human aspect. You need to understand what you want to do. You need to understand what the financiers want. That is still the problem. Yeah. Rephrasing it, maybe the executive summary is something where you can say, this is the information, write me an executive summary about it. You can also use that to do some research if you want to, again, but it's old research. ChatGPT can't go further back than 2 years. But so I think if you know where to look for research like Statistics SA or WASI-Map or something like this, I think you're quicker there. Yes, and everything else you always need to read, so you can do SWOT analysis with it, but the problem is still, I tried that, of course. I tried everything, okay, so then strengths and weaknesses is always about the company, the business itself, okay? And this is not a problem. ChatGPT can do that easily. It's definitely something where you can have a look at. Still, please read through it and see if this makes any sense, okay? Again, you need to prompt it correctly, otherwise some nonsense comes out, okay? But what it still does wrong is threats and opportunity, because this should be for the industry, okay, and it means it's for all players. And what ChatGPT is still doing is it gives it individual for the business. So you see what I mean. So maybe I'm too picky, okay, and you say, you know what, I'll just let it do the SWOT analysis and I'm happy with it. It's not 100% correct, and this is my expectation when I'm doing a business plan for one of you, that this information is correct. Yeah. There will definitely be a time it will increase, and maybe I also can tell you, you know what, I use ChatGPT, the paid version. It's an extra $20 per month, but I didn't see really any difference. I'm not too sure if anybody else has some more experience with this. I tried a couple of things. It gave me the same answers like with the non-paid free version. So I decided, okay, at the moment it makes no sense. I know there is a new version in, I think version 5 in preparation. One of my acquaintances is also feeding it. Okay, so don't ask me what he is doing there. He's not allowed to share any information, and he didn't, of course. So, but this definitely will be again a big step. But they think it goes out in, I don't know, 1.5, 2 years or something like this. So we still need to wait. I will keep you updated whenever I find something, so that you know, okay, what is happening. AI is great, absolutely loving it. If you want to draft your own business plan with it, AI, again, if you don't know what needs to be in there, what information needs to be in there, AI is asking you all the questions, you need to prompt it, and if you don't give it the right information, we would know what needs to go there, but I always, like I said, I always remember my first time when I have done my first couple of business plans. I was definitely overwhelmed. I was not clear what they really wanted to see from us. So this is a little bit of a challenge. Yeah. Okay. How to help investors to withdraw funds? Cello, I'm not too sure what you mean here. So if you have a business and the investors want to get their dividends, they can get dividends. Okay, so that shouldn't be a problem. If you like, you can I'm just waiting here for a couple of more seconds, and then we just 30 people in here and no questions. What's wrong with you here? Come on. Nothing's happening here. Okay, let me just have a coffee and see if there are some more questions coming in. No questions. Okay, so I personally think if you know what you're doing, experienced entrepreneur, not know exactly what financiers want, you definitely can, and have the time. Okay, so and you can do your business plans on your own, save a couple of thousands of rands. That's fine. I personally think if you have no idea doing this without somebody who has raised successfully capital is difficult for you. Yeah. So I mentioned that again and again. We have lots of people they come then to us and say, we tried that on our own, we are stuck here, we don't know what they really want, and then I'm going back and fixing business plans, or also managing expectations. I said, I know you want money for this, but they will never ever finance it. And financiers, sometimes it feels like they're speaking a different language. Yeah. So, and then financiers and clients, they don't understand each other, and that's a big problem. And so I always feel like I'm a translator. Do you help more readily? Do you help with the route to market? Yes, we can definitely are also able to have a look at it and see, oh no, now they are mowing here the grass outside. I'm so sorry. So we will finish this off in a couple of minutes. So we can definitely help you and give you some ideas. I'm creative when it comes to this. I know exactly what financiers want to hear, and so that is definitely something what we can make sure that this is happening. So we love hearing you talk, Prince. Have you considered developing your own software AI to assist us? Yes, I have. No worries, I have. At the moment, it's not good enough. Yeah. So, and what I will do maybe is I will just have a look and see if there's anything good out there, and then I will offer that. Wow. Now we're having here too many questions and I can't follow. Wish to register an NPC but wants to incorporate with my transport business. Any advice, please? I'm not too sure how to incorporate with your transport business. Should be a different entity. But it's not a problem. So you can have a PTY, NPC, NPO, all next to each other. So which type or what name of AI is ideal? Yes, I haven't find anything. I'm really sorry, and I'm straightforward with you. So you will be. Let me tell you, you will be frustrated. If I'm frustrated, and I think it makes no sense what this thing is doing here, and I know what I'm doing, you will really be frustrated. So to me, AI is definitely able to assist you when you need to, so you give it some ideas and then rephrase. This is perfect. Absolutely great. I love it. We are using it on a regular basis here. So you can even say that it needs to be British English, and I think it even suggests formal or different ways of or casual language, that is definitely important to me. Okay, main focus points when you're using AI for your business plan, use the Canvas business model. Okay, it's a free template you can download from the internet. It has, I think, 9 aspects. Okay, and you need to make sure that these 9 aspects are in there. So that is definitely important. And so I would, before you even start with any of these AIs, because it asks you crazy questions, and then you are always stuck, because you don't know what needs to be in the business plan. Okay, I'm just putting myself in the shoes of 30 years ago when I've done my first business plan. Yeah, it's even longer ago. Okay, so, and that is, and then you have the basic information, and then you can start with this, and I think then you have a opportunity. Prince, yes, we offer also payment plans for business plans and feasibility studies. It's not a problem. Get in contact with my team. They will be able to assist you. Let me just see. Can I see all comments there? Let me just see. How can you help us to explore other platforms in digital transformation? Tammy, maybe I'll do that. That's a nice idea, So I will just share with you all the systems we are using here internal. And I'm sure I mentioned that before. One of my good friends, also a German, is an engineer and an expert for lean management. And there was a time, I think he was here in the office because he wanted to pick up something, and he saw what I'm doing here and said, "What are you doing there?" And I explained to him, "We are using Trello, this is how we're using it." And he was just blown away. And he said, "Absolutely amazing. I can see how much this helps you and why you don't need any meetings." So because everybody knows exactly what's happening here in this business. I can be in Timbuktu or in Germany, and nobody needs to send me emails, nobody needs to call me. I know exactly what's happening. Yeah. So, and maybe that is something to just really have a look at. Yes, okay, I think that's it. Thanks very much. Tammy, the 9 aspects, Canvas model. Okay, so let's do the Canvas model next week. Okay, so I think that's a good idea. Then you have, this is the business model. This is the key what financiers want to see. That is why lots of people think we don't need a business plan anymore. Canvas business model is good enough. In some cases it is. Okay. Most financiers want to see a little bit more effort and more details than the Canvas business model really can offer. It's an A4 piece of paper with information, really extracted, and in some cases it explains a lot. Okay, I definitely can pick up out of this Canvas business model already. Here are some problems. Okay, but maybe there are some problems because you were not able to explain it in full. Yeah. Okay, Tammy is looking forward for next week. Okay, I definitely make a note that we talk about Canvas model, and I will also make a note that we will talk about some of the apps and software we are using here internally to really are able to manage this business with a couple of million rand sales a year. Yeah. Okay, with a small little staff compliment at the end of the day, because we all know exactly what we are doing and we are not wasting here any time. Lovely. Okay, so it was fun for me at the end. If I can answer questions, that's what I love to do. 40 minutes later, I'm sure you got a little bit more of insight here, and I definitely will have a look out for the AIs if I find there anything what I think is good for you. I definitely will share that with you, specifically for drafting business plans, of course. Okay, so yeah, but I still think it will take a couple of years, I assume, even before something really good is out there. Yeah. Okay. Take good care, everybody. I wish you an absolutely successful week. Stay healthy. My husband has a terrible flu. He's just got this morning, but antibiotics obviously going around. So be careful. Take good care. If you need anything, you know how to contact us. See you soon. Bye bye.